All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Another episode of the Always Chillin' podcast. Skinny D and the Sandman in the barbershop once again. Jada Pinkett Smith's wildin'.
Man,
Wildin'. She's telling me stuff I didn't want to know.
I don't want to know none of that shit.
She's like assaulting me with information that I didn't ask for. But her and Will have been separated for 7 years, she says.
Since 2016. She was surprised that he called her his wife at the Oscars.
Yeah.
I don't believe shit you saying,
I
bitch.
don't know. You went together.
You know what I'm saying?
And you were telling everyone when you
If
were
we've
going,
been separated for that many years, I got my other piece with
yeah,
me.
well, through the entanglement, too, with their son's friend. Like,
yeah, I got
Will was saying they were married that whole time, so
I don't know. Something wrong with Will,
yeah,
man.
there's something weird.
Yeah.
Weird. Well, and I guess like something about she can't divorce him because if she divorces him, she gets nothing.
Oh, that
But if
prenup.
but if he divorces her, she gets money or something. There's something about that. She's talking about how Tupac was her soulmate, but she said Tupac was my soulmate, but we weren't in love. She said.
Okay, and like perfect timing.
What does that mean?
I like your timing, Jada.
Yeah.
You know, now the Tupac things in the news, and then you kind of segue your way in
She
on
said
it.
he had alopecia too.
Shut the fuck. Well, he had some thick ass caterpillar ass eyebrows.
I know.
bitch.
I'm looking at him right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, you
what? You don't know how many little homies, man, come in here and they say, "Let me get the juice cut." I'm like, okay. That's when I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that alopecia, man. I'm a barber. I'm a professional, and I could be wrong. Somebody correct me, but I was never taught that you just start developing alopecia. You're either born with that and there's different forms of alopecia.
Yeah,
Think
I
three.
don't know.
But
And it's
yeah,
like, poor Will, dude. Like
Poor Will.
Will's just out here catching strays
poor
like
Will.
crazy. Like he just wakes up one day and his wife's just talking shit about him in the news.
I don't know. I don't know what to think. I was never a Jada fan anyway.
Nah.
Other than Set It Off, like I didn't watch Girls Trip because that was a chick flick. I can't really name a whole lot that Jada's been in. Now, Will,
G.I. Jane, that's the joke that got Chris Rock slapped.
it would have worked though. That's the funny thing though. I would have watched it probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would have worked. Probably
Yeah,
could have got some
imagine
money
if-
off of that.
Imagine
Jada.
if instead of slapping Chris Rock, they were like, we should
Let's
make
do
G.I.
that.
Jane too.
Let's make it happen. You know, I would have been like, well, G.I. Jane 2 with Jada Pinkett.
Yeah, dude. So this is like Will Smith. We'll see this Will Smith response.
And well, that's what I was about to say. Is Will Smith said anything yet?
Let's see.
Is he?
All right. So recap. Or this is from BuzzFeed, in case anybody wants to know where we get our news from. BuzzFeed. So she wrote a memoir, I guess, called Worthy.
Oh, that's what it's about? She got a
Yeah.
book coming out?
Right.
Oh,
See,
fuck.
and there's that too.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Were
she's
you
just,
telling the whole
she's just-
fucking book?
She's just talking to the people by the book. Like she's trying to drum up. She's trying to make her name be trending and stuff and
Okay.
whatever.
okay.
But okay, so one of the biggest revelations is that she's been separated from Will since 2016. This is a quote from her.
Okay.
So she said, quote, "By the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying," she explained during an interview with Today. She said the relationship had become fractured by a lot of things as the reason for the decision. "I think we were both kind of just still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be," she said. She also said, "Despite being separated for so long, the idea of divorce has been off the table. I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. I just haven't been able to break that promise," she says. Yeah, but people are talking about it because of money.
Well, at this point, yeah. Until your book sells, you know what I
Right,
mean? Clock
right.
in, yeah.
There's been plenty of other new details. We now know how she felt about Will calling her his wife during the infamous Oscar slap. That's what you were talking about. In general, we've learned a lot from Worthy. Oh, the book's not even out yet.
Okay. She's just boiling.
During an episode of the podcast On Purpose with Jay Shetty, Jay read a letter from Will written to Jada in response. Will said, "I applaud and honor you." He's talking to Jada. Said, "I applaud and honor you. If I had read this book 30 years ago, I definitely would have hugged you more. I'll start now. Welcome to the Authors Club. I love you endlessly. Now go get somewhere low and take a rest," he said.
This is his
Yeah. He's like, good. He's like, it's an amazing book, babe, and I love you endlessly. Go celebrate. You're an amazing author, and I should have hugged you more. He said, when you've been with someone for more than half of your life, a sort of emotional blindness sets in.
No, it don't, man. Fuck all that shit, man. What the fuck you talking about, homeboy? Bitch, fuck you.
And you can all too easily lose your sensitivity to their hidden nuances and subtle beauties. Well, that's what you're supposed to like about each other.
Man, you fucking weirdo.
That's what's supposed to keep you together, man. I don't know.
See, that's where I don't know, man.
So the Will Smith's response was, you wrote an amazing book, and there's something wrong with Will Smith.
Something wrong with that motherfucker, homeboy. I was waiting for you to say it.
I don't know, dude.
Something got to be wrong with that motherfucker.
Will Smith.
I don't get that shit.
It just seems like she's the boss of him, or like she's
the handler of him.
Beats his ass at home.
Yeah, she beats him.
Like I don't. It's just weird.
She could be a witch.
They got a weird vibe. You think she might?
They say Beyonce's mom's a witch. You know, and I believe in that shit. There's good witches
Beyonce's
and bad
mom's
witches.
a witch.
Yeah, man.
Let's see.
Yeah. There's
Beyonce
good witches and bad
witch.
witches. I believe Jada Pinkett Smith may be a witch. Erykah Badu. She's a good one though. It's a Creole woman, dog.
This article's too. The headline of this article is Beyonce's ex-drummer has accused her of using witchcraft to murder.
See, I didn't even know that
her
shit.
Pet kitten.
Her ex-drummer.
Her ex-drummer, yeah.
See, I didn't even know that.
We asked a witch if Beyonce could be a witch. Let's see.
Shit.
Yeah, Kimberly Thompson, a former drummer of Beyonce's, filed a restraining order against the singer, claiming she used extreme witchcraft.
See?
So there's like
Goddamn.
an actual lawsuit.
What she look like?
The drummer?
Yeah. She had a female drummer. I didn't even know that.
Let's see. Kimberly Thompson.
Obviously, she's a musician. Yeah, I believe Jada Pinkett may be a fucking witch, man. To have that much control, man, ain't no motherfucking way.
Let's see.
My wife gonna go on the air or wear the fuck red table, whatever the fuck, and say some shit. Oh, don't look familiar. Huh?
No, I've never seen her.
Like that. First of all,
Let's see. Let's see what this extreme witchcraft is.
like I don't hit women or nothing, but bitch, I'm about to choke shit out of you. You can buy me on TV talking about you fucking our son's friend, bitch. I'm about to choke the shit
you're
out
talking
of
about
you.
you're talking about Will Smith again.
Yeah, I'm about to choke the shit out of you, bitch.
I'm on this Beyonce witchcraft.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Dude, I'm on a whole different topic now. But yeah, something Will Smith, man, I don't know. Something weird about their dynamic. She's basically like, I'm fucking other people. He's like, thank you. Like it's
What?
so weird.
Okay,
He's
well,
like,
check
thanks,
this out.
He's like, thanks for telling me, babe. Sorry I don't fuck you good enough. Like he's like, it's like cuck shit, you know?
Yeah,
It's like some
Straight up,
It's like some
straight up.
some cuckold
watch.
behavior, dude.
I watch. I watch.
Anyway, Thompson was a part of Beyonce's all-female band for I guess Beyonce has an all-female band.
Didn't know that.
Thompson's accusing Beyonce of magic spells, of molestation, the murder of my pet kitten, and magic spells on my lovers.
What the fuck? B?
She says Beyonce stole her computer hard drives. Let's see. What would classify Beyonce as a witch? Okay, this article really doesn't say a whole lot, except this drummer is like accusing Beyonce of
Damn.
using witchcraft. Which, I mean, if you think that they're using witchcraft, if you feel that strongly enough to sue them about it, to go to court and be like, she's a fucking witch,
It probably something happened.
or you either gotta be really crazy or like something weird is happening,
Something happened. Or yeah.
or maybe your cat just died.
Or maybe your cat just died.
I don't know.
To go to that length.
Yeah.
Yeah. I damn sure believe in that. That voodoo.
Witchcraft.
Yeah. Good ones and bad ones.
Yeah. I don't think I do.
You don't?
Nah.
No.
My wife talks about it sometimes. Like there's some
Or
weird,
her being Latino.
like some weird,
it's the Latino and black community. Yeah, we believe in that shit.
yeah. I think we even talked about this before. But there's some weird, like the girl making a guy tea with like his underwear or something. And then that like
menstrual cycle, the period blood in the spaghetti.
yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know
The
anything
panties.
about that.
She put a knife through her panties and stick the knife in your front yard. So when you come home at night, you see her panties in the yard stuck through this knife, or a knife through your pillow.
That'd be just weird.
Yeah, man. Yeah, all that shit. There's
That'd be
probably
pretty weird.
yeah, boil her panties. She'll boil her panties and make tea and have you drink it type shit. Yeah, all that shit is voodoo shit, man. All that shit is voodoo.
Are witches real?
I think
don't
my
know.
wife's
We're
a
never
witch.
gonna find anything. Why?
I mean, she's definitely a good one. I mean, and being, being plant based for almost 10 years now,
Mm.
like we very rarely will take at least me, I won't take an Advil or, nothing like that. Like we go to the store, Herbs and More, I'll shout them out. We get the root, we get this Everclear, and we go home and she makes her own shit, and I take that shit, bro, and I'm ready to go tomorrow.
I don't know if that's witchy.
Potions.
Like, yeah, kind of like potions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of
I'll
like.
show you my medicine cabinet. We just got probably about 20 brown bottles in there of our own elixirs.
Kind of witch doctory. I guess.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
So I started calling her a witch. She makes me this juice. I call it Jana juice every day, bro.
Jana juice. So I mean, I'm looking through the news, and it's like, I don't know enough about Israel.
I guess I don't
talk
either.
About that,
and we had
it sucks and it's fucked up.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Anytime a life is taken senselessly for no reason.
Yeah, and is this like a religious thing?
It is. That's been going on for probably over 1,000 years.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know enough about it, but I don't know.
I'm like this.
Is that what God wants you to do?
Right. In the Holy Land.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, let's get that out the way. And not to sound like an asshole or not to sound like I don't care, but I'm true blue American. And the way I look at it, like, Hawaii is America, and the embers are still flying in Hawaii, but that shit ain't news no more because they're talking about this shit. Mm-hmm. Let's get our people off the streets. Let's make it to where our people can pay their own rent, to where they can put food on their table, to where they can get their kids some clothes and some shoes, be able to get them to school, with a nice, decent vehicle before we worry about some motherfucking shit.
Well, and now
that's where I'm at with it.
I'm on Google News, and now like this guy in Illinois stabbed a 6-year-old dozens of times because the 6-year-old was Muslim, and he said that he was motivated by the Israeli-Hamas war.
Come on, see, really, bro?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So now we got people using this as justification to be stabbing a 6-year-old. It says dozens of times, so that means at least 24.
And your religion told you to do this.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's where I start having problems with stuff, man. It's like I'm trying to find stuff to talk about, but it's like it's all stuff like that. And I don't really think I want.
That's all it is.
I don't really think I want to talk about.
I don't want to talk about it because, well, like you said, I don't know enough about it, and to be frank, bro, I just don't. I don't fucking care. Talk about it. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I care about like people stabbing 6-year-olds and stuff, but it's just like
that happened here in America.
Yeah, that was in Illinois.
that's definitely a tragedy.
Yeah,
that's definitely a tragedy.
Not cool, man. But I come here to have fun. I talk to my friend Damond.
Yeah,
about fun.
Hell yeah,
fun shit. I got these pants at Sam's. They look like legit. Like
they sell pants at Sam's.
Yeah, dude, I'm about to. Yeah, they look like legit like slacks, right? Right. These are like sweatpants, dude. They have an elastic band and they have a drawstring and everything. I wear these fucking things to work, dude.
I don't think I've ever been inside of Sam's.
Yeah, these look like work pants, but they got these jogger bottoms.
You got the
and they got an elastic band.
They're Jake from State Farm pants.
Dude, they're sweatpants for real. These are straight up sweatpants, and I'm wearing them to work. I'm like, nobody knows I'm wearing sweatpants. I'm in meetings and shit.
Put a tie on with the motherfuckers.
I'm the only one wearing sweatpants in this motherfucker. Yeah, dude, Jake from State. Yeah, dude, they sell pants at Sam's, and they are cheap. And they're like discounted. These are like from the Gap, you know, and the tag says like $50, but Sam sells them for like $19.
God damn.
Yeah, dude, I get all my pants from Sam's.
I might
I'm
go there
serious.
and
I
get
get,
me a
I
pair
get,
of Slims.
I get all my pants from Sam's.
Get all my
man.
pants from Sam.
I do now, dude. I do for real. I got like 3 or 4 pairs of Sam's pants, and that's all I wear to work now. They're not all like joggers. I got actual like slacks and shit. But it's all cheap, dude. You get like $9 pants at Sam's.
I'm a Costco dude.
Oh yeah,
I'm a Costco guy.
Costco's just too far.
I like the socks. They got some dope ass socks in that motherfucker, man.
Costco's too far for us.
Oh yeah, you way on the other side of town.
Uh-huh.
You well, Sam's too far for me. So, you know, there we go.
Yeah, so we went from Israel Hamas to my Sam's pants. I guess that's not that much more interesting, but Colorado lost in double overtime.
Yeah, I watched that shit.
Yeah,
I kind of fell asleep at
stayed up
first.
late for that. Yeah,
And I'm probably one of Prime's biggest fans. Like I said, I remember I think it was 86 or 87 when the Seminoles came to Lincoln to play Nebraska. And I remember seeing him wearing number 2. I wore number 2 because of Dion.
yeah.
If I couldn't get number 2, it was number 22. So I'm one of his biggest fans. I used to dress like him on the field. I had my socks high, had my wristbands and shit. Like he was that big of an influence. I thought I was Prime. I played DB, all that shit, right? But at this point, I think it's time to just calm all that shit down and play some football.
Yeah.
Coach some football, bro. Like, you're getting your money. You're getting your packages. We see what you're doing. Now it's really time to develop these players. Like I said, I don't know. I can't remember number 23's name, but he had been getting burnt all game. I think he whiffed a tackle. Yeah, at that point, he had whiffed a tackle. Prime brought him to the sideline and dug into him in that old school 80s and 90s kind of way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kid didn't take to it too lightly.
Yeah.
So me being me, I'm like, you know, I like we always say, all fandom to the side, you know, and kind of putting myself in an analyst position. You know, that transfer portal is going to start working both ways for Prime.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these kids ain't built like that.
Well, and it's like if you snag like every top recruit, they can't all play.
They can't all play. If you're 4 deep at a position and you recruit a 5th, like.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was 2 weeks ago. I can't remember the kid's name. He had the number 1 high school quarterback in the nation at the game. Took a picture with him. I'm like, he could probably come in and rock your son right now.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna bitch your son for, you know what I mean? And this kid ain't coming in. I'm number 1 in the nation right now. I can probably go to any school. I'm not gonna come ride the bench if I can play now. So I think that transfer portal may work both ways for Prime, as it will with
everybody else.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
See, Matt Rule went viral. Like one of his pregame speeches.
Oh yeah. I did that. I did.
I saw the
Kevin
Durant retweeted it. Yeah,
Really?
it got like 10 million views, dude.
Huh. Well, his dad is a preacher, so he got that mouthpiece.
And it was a little like he's like, "If we die, we die." I'm like, it's football. Like it's a little too much. But I thought it was it made me cringe a little bit.
Well, it's that old school way.
I thought it was a little cringy.
It's that old school way.
People liked it, and it's like I was sitting there like, man, kids that are getting recruited by Matt Rule see Kevin Durant retweeting Matt Rule. Kevin Durant was like, this guy's the dude or whatever. I forget what he said. Like, this is the guy or something.
And, you know, and maybe that's just the difference.
Just type any fucking.
And then that's where, you know, a lot of Husker fans may have to chill out a little bit. And that's what I said, the difference between a guy like Prime and a guy like Matt Rule. And they've both kind of said it, you know, and I've listed where Prime is a now guy.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Rule is a tomorrow guy. And Dion may, I think already has fizzed out a little bit.
Yeah.
And Matt Rule may start to boil. You know, I'm trying to be optimistic with it. You know, it's the way I'm looking at it right now. Is I think Colorado's already fit. When they take you off of, when they say, you know, the channel or whatever network is carrying the game and it says TBD, to be determined, you know what I mean? That means you lost last week and you're probably not going to be playing on ESPN. You're going to be on FS1.
Yeah.
You know, I think last week's game was on the Pac-12 channel, so it wasn't even on TV. They took you off TV already. So maybe that's fizzing out a little bit, and it's time to just shut the fuck up and coach some football, man. Stop flashing your jewelry and shit.
Yeah, I don't. I like him as a dude, and as a football player, and even as a coach, I like him. But it's like You see, people were talking to him about his son's like watch thing, how he holds his watch up to people.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, we need to get him some money." And it's like, man, you're already like, that's how you got rich.
That
I
boy
guess.
was born rich.
Like, that's how you got rich, I guess. But like, why are you making everything about money?
Yeah.
Everything.
And you know, and that's
Like
just
Matt Rule hasn't mentioned money one time. Since
that's just the thing with college football now, man. It's always been a business,
talking
but
about money.
now
You're talking about money.
we know it's a business.
Yeah.
We can see the suit.
And helping your players get deals and stuff is one thing, but when it's your son, it just feels like it's your son and he has access to better deals because you're his dad. Like, I don't know, it just feels
What's the word they used? The other nepotism.
nepotism. Yeah. I don't know if that's
I don't know. I don't know if I
know
would
if
go
it's
that far. I
nepotism,
mean, it's
but-
my baby. It's my son. Goddamn it.
But it's
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
I don't know. It's just, like a head coach helping his players get NIL deals, cool, but that's a rich dad helping his rich son get richer, and it's just like, I don't know, like Dion and his kids, and this isn't like, I'm not trying to get on a soapbox or anything, but they could be diverting NIL deals to other people, you know, like they could be using they're already famous, and they could be using that to help their teammates get famous too.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like,
You know, like they could be like, oh, I'll get an NIL deal if you give everybody a deal, you know, or something
like
like that.
Shador, like put your O line on, get your whole O line on.
Yeah, or
watch.
something like that. Yeah, instead
your
of
whole line
like
to watch.
you flashing the watch and then being like, I'm sponsored by these people, like get your O line,
My whole O line.
get your whole O line Rolexes because you're sponsored by Rolex or whatever.
Yeah, that would be dope.
See what I'm saying?
That. Yeah. Because not every guy on the field.
Because you guys are already rich. It's just a bad look when you're already
Yeah.
rich.
And not every guy on the field's getting a nail deal.
Right, and it's just different for you because you're already rich. Like
Your
your
prime
dad's already a
son.
Hall of Famer. You guys are already. You showed up to Boulder in Lamborghinis, and then you're like, we need to get even richer. Like it just feels like a bad look to me. Like if Heinrich Harburg got a deal from Rolls Royce and he got a free Rolls Royce or something, I'd be like, hell yeah. I'd be like, good for you, Heinrich. You go off, dude. But like, Shador can buy one anyway.
Already.
Yeah, it just feels different when they're rich already.
Yeah, it does. It does. I don't know that Harburg even wasn't expected.
No, and he wouldn't like it wouldn't be like that for him
It'd
because
be a
it's
humble, a more.
well, because it's already not like that for anybody, and it's only like that for you because you're Deion Sanders' kid. Arch Manning's getting it too, though. But again, Arch Manning he's related to the Mannings.
You know
Like,
what I'm saying? So you stepping on campus
yeah,
already.
Like he has
know what I
like
mean?
his NIL deals like he's like 2.4 million or something, but it's like,
dude.
but that's only because he has he's got a rich family too. It's like this thing is just rich families
Getting richer.
getting even richer, which is, I mean, whatever, but like, you could at least not be so in my face about it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we need to make my rich son some more money. Like, I don't give a fuck about your rich son.
You know what I'm
dude.
saying?
don't
I
care.
mean, well, fuck it. What the fuck? I think that's what's putting a bad taste in my mouth about it.
Yeah, he's just so like, and before Nebraska hired anybody, we were talking about like, oh, Dion would be cool, because I thought it would be, but now like it wouldn't have been a good fit, man.
And
if he came in here talking about we need to use Nebraska to make my son more money, like,
yeah. And the homies looked at me crazy when I said it. I don't even necessarily think it would have been a racial thing at all.
no, it wouldn't have.
I don't, because motherfuckers.
I mean, for some people, it would have been.
it would have been out west. Yeah, it might have been a little different, but as far as close to home,
I would have been. I'm glad it didn't happen because I would have been stoked at first. I know I would have been in here like, dude, we got Dion. Can you believe that? I would have been uploading YouTube videos about
Yeah.
how excited I was about
Yeah.
Dion, and then he would have came in here and told all the players to leave and said his son was starting, and I would have been like, oh,
And-
I don't think I like.
No.
I don't think I like that.
No. I don't. I think it would just have been personality.
I mean, his son's a better quarterback than we've had in a long, long time.
yeah, but
He is.
Yeah,
But that's because his dad's Deion Sanders and Tom Brady hangs out with him.
yeah.
He's working with Tom Brady over the summer. Like,
Yeah.
of course he's gonna be good.
You got the money
He
to
has to be.
train year round. I mean, fuck. What is LeBron puts $1 million into his body? What do you think he puts into his boys?
Mm-hmm.
$1 million.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. Well, speaking of that, Bryce James, I don't know if he's actually signed with Ohio State, but he was on Ohio State's campus the other day, rocking Ohio State gear, had the Ohio State colorway LeBrons on. I think they were the 4s, and I'm like, Whether this kid makes it to the NBA or not, he's already paid.
Mm-hmm.
You think he didn't get paid just to step on campus?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this shit is about to be wild. What? Didn't we look up the highest Wasn't it a gymnast from Alabama?
Yeah, something like that.
She was what, like $3 million?
Yeah, a lot of money.
Damn.
A lot of money, man. And Arch Manning hasn't even played no football
He
at
ain't
Texas.
even played yet. Ugh.
That's why I'm like, Texas is doing really good, and Quinn Ewers, he's only a sophomore. So like, is Arch Manning gonna want to ride the bench for 2 more years?
Nope.
Like, probably not, man. Arch Manning's gonna be in the portal next year,
Nope.
probably.
Yep. Portals. Yeah. See, and
We're gonna be
man.
sitting here like, ooh, is Nebraska gonna get Arch Manning? Fuck.
And see,
But I don't want Arch Manning, dude, because I want to run the option forever. Matt Rule talks about running the option like it's what we have to do right now.
with the personnel that we got.
Right,
Yeah.
but he's not. He doesn't talk about it like it's his plan forever. But I want to run the option forever. Forever.
You don't think that's?
I don't want Arch Manning.
You don't think it's a pacification running the option right now
What do you mean?
for the people?
Oh, I don't know. It is. It's working on me. I guess
mean,
because I want more.
yeah, it's working on me too.
Like
Yeah,
I
they
want
ran that shit.
I want the option.
I damn near, and maybe that's what you need to do.
Like,
you run a straight
way
stiff
more
option
exciting.
today, man. Nobody fucking with
It's
you.
way more exciting for me. Like the quarterback standing back there in the pocket and making reads and throwing an 80-yard bomb. Not as exciting as the quarterback keeping the read option himself and making like an 80-yard run. You know, like if I had to pick one, I want a running quarterback on that. Honestly, probably does throw some interceptions sometimes, but it's just way more exciting.
We just got a bunch.
I want a shifty guy back there that can like spin out of sacks and go on a run. I want like a Taylor Martinez type motherfucker.
and that's we just got
I want Tommy
more of a
Armstrong.
conservative coaching style all across the board. It ain't just Matt Rule. It's just
Mhm.
it's so much. It's
Yeah,
so
dude. I
conservative.
want some Tommy Frazier's in there. I want some Eric Crouches in there. I don't care if they don't throw the ball that good. Hit a deep one every once in a
don't
while.
even have to.
Yeah.
10 times a game, I wouldn't give a fuck.
I was watching Eric Crouch highlights, dude. And he's hitting people with the fake pitch. That's like that's a level we're not even on right now.
You'll freeze a motherfucker with that.
Yeah, Harburg he just now started pitching and it's questionable. I don't love it. Like I wanted him to start pitching and now I'm kind of like I don't know if I want you to pitch anymore
No,
because it's like I just don't feel like he's doing it at the right time.
the timing
It's
on
like-
that shit,
And
bro.
that's one of those like you know it when you see it. Like he's just got it, kind of. And Eric Crouch is just like he's got it, dude. He's faking people out.
I think Eric Crouch probably ran that option a tad bit better than Tommy did,
It's beautiful.
and maybe it's because Tommy just was a little bigger and bulkier.
But that's why I want to start doing it again because at that point it was the thing. Like Eric Crouch was like he already knew how the option worked by the time he got to Nebraska.
Well, I think he ran it in high school too.
Right,
Yeah.
like he had been watching Nebraska football the whole time. So
Tommy
he already-
wasn't- Yeah, Tommy was from Florida.
Right. So he already knew what the option was supposed to look like. Like
And that was all West
he
Coast
just-
down there.
Yeah, like he just knew.
Yeah, Scott Frost was
just watching it.
He wasn't even really like he was a
Yeah.
little iffy.
Yeah, he did all right, though.
Yeah, he got it though. He eventually got it. But Crouch
Yeah, it's different.
before that Turner Gill, yeah. But Crouch probably ran
Uh-huh.
that option so crispy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I
I
never
want that
forget.
back, man, and we just got to do it for a long time again. But it sounds like they're only doing it because we have the personnel for it right now, and it's just like I don't know if I want Arch Manning back there throwing dots. Obviously, if we're winning games, I'll like it no matter what. But I just really like the option. That's what we were talking about before the show. That's why I decided I like the Ravens.
Well, yeah, that's what. Yeah, I'm glad you bought that because
Yeah,
we're
'cause
seeing,
they-
we're starting to see. I think in the NFL they're calling them veers,
Yeah,
but it's a fucking option, whatever.
Because
But you're starting to see it in the NFL.
the Ravens run that option offense, and they run a cool defense too. I think at least
Yeah.
their defense on Madden is pretty cool.
Yeah,
They run like a 3-down type, disguise a lot of blitzes type shit. That's what I like, man. I like really aggressive defense, and I like an offense that kind of just that honestly just kind of does enough.
Speaking of football, man,
To
can I
win the
shout
game.
my boys out real
Yeah,
quick?
yeah. I
man?
was gonna talk about the turnover chain, dude.
Shout out to LOD Black for going 7-0 this season, man. I'm proud of you boys for staying locked in, keeping it locked. My defensive backs, man, play like dogs today, man. Shout out to the whole squad, all 21 guys, man. We played all 21 guys today. Everybody ate. We put some dudes in there at running back and quarterback that, you know what I mean? Just like go out there and try it, man. You know what I mean? It got to that point. We were up 26-0. You know, it's like, man, go try it. See what's happening. So we found our quarterback for next year actually doing that today. So
How
yeah,
many is that? That was the last game.
it's the last game, man. Last game. and
Nice.
we coached the D level,
Yeah.
which then next year we won't be on the field with them. Like we keep 2 coaches on the field, to kind of align everybody and let them know what they're
okay.
doing. So
Yeah.
next year we won't be on the field with them. It's going to be all about them. They're going to have to read and react on their own. You know what I'm saying? So we will move up. So next year we'll have all the same boys again, man, and we're gonna try to run it back, man. We're gonna try to run it back. Next year we'll actually get playoffs because we're lower level. We don't get the playoffs then,
Oh, that's
but
cool
we're gonna
though,
play
man.
scout team for our bigger boys. So we're gonna prepare them for the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
So we get a couple more weeks of practice with them.
Nice. Well, good job, dude. Congratulations to the
It was a
boys,
fun
man.
season, man. It was a
Nice.
pleasure to be a part of.
Yeah. So you have the same kids next year?
Yup.
Cool.
And that's basically what we out there for, or at least me, man. I want to make it fun for them, safe,
Mm-hmm.
and make them want to keep doing it. Just make them want to keep,
Mm-hmm.
I tell them all, you know what I mean. And you may have a future out here, kid. You may have a future on the hardwoods. You may have a future on the track. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just make them want to be involved with it. That's it. Just make them keep want to be involved in sports, because sports teaches you a lot more than just running and jumping.
Mm-hmm.
It helps you depend on yourself,
Yeah.
your guys. You got to be on time. You got to eat right. You got to be responsible. It's more than just running and jumping,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what we teach them. But to get some, we had a couple 5th graders, because they were freaks. Mainly 6th and 7th graders, man, and that's a hard age, man. But to keep them boys locked in, man. Shout out to Coach Luth, Coach Tucker, man, to keep them boys locked in for 7 weeks like that, man. It was a hell of a trip. It was a hell of a trip. To go back to that age, man, to see these kids running out there and be like, damn, I was that little.
Mm-hmm.
I was that little at one
Yeah.
time, man. It just tripped me
Yeah,
out.
it's weird. That's cool. So how do you like coaching?
I love it.
Are you gonna coach basketball again?
Yeah, definitely. I came from basketball, but I played football too.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to ref, but COVID kind of fucked me up with refereeing. You know what I'm saying? I was at the bottom of the totem pole, so I was getting games in Hastings and Grand Island and shit. And I was like, I'm not going out there. That shit's out there, like waiting. You know what I'm saying? That's where COVID was really fucking people up. So I was like, I'm not going all the way out there. So I kind of got talked into coaching.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it, man, I'll do it. Anything for the little homies, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I told the fellas, man, I remember my guys, you know what I mean? I remember my coaches, my mentors and shit, So I was like, it's my turn to come out here and be that guy now.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it's about.
That's good, man. Makes you feel good.
It does.
Be a good influence on some kids.
That's all it's about. That's all it's about. Anything for the little homies, man. They so impressionable right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially 5th, 6th, 7th grade. They can go so many ways, but to keep them going that way, it's amazing. It's amazing. And we had a bunch of good had a bunch of great kids. Yeah, we had a bunch of great kids.
Yeah, cool, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it again. Shit, you should come out there, man.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I think you'd be a great motivator.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Nah, man, I think you would be. I mean, just because of your experiences.
Yeah, we'll see.
Like I said,
Not really
there's
the same.
some of our greatest coaches, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, whatever, never fucking played the game in their life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And some of our greatest players, Magic Johnson, tried to Magic fucking stunk the fucking place up as a coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was the shit on the court, bro, but go hang your suit up and get back in the booth. So don't ever think you couldn't coach because you never played the game. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think I could.
You're able to strategize and put people in the positions that they need to be. That's it. You got it. You got it right there. You got a foot in the door right there.
Trying to find weird news to talk about, but nothing's really that weird, dude.
Man, I wanted to talk about it last week, and I'm surprised like not a whole lot of people were talking about it. Where Kanye married his robot.
Oh yeah,
and told her to never speak.
His robot.
That bitch look like a robot.
Yeah,
man.
so she's not allowed.
I don't even think she's real, bro.
Let me Google that. Kanye
I think she might be
West,
AI.
Married wife.
Kanye got that new sex doll.
Let's see. Oh yeah, let's see. Kanye West orders. It says wife in quotes. Kanye West orders wife Bianca to never speak.
Bianca the sex doll.
Let's see.
It's a sex doll, bro.
Let's say let's see a bunch of times today. Yeah, to forcing his wife to never speak and only wear certain clothes.
Oh shit.
He has set rules, which includes never speak and wear what he wants her to wear. There you go. She's also required to eat certain food items and to work out, even though Kanye does not work out. So is he not Ye anymore? Everybody's saying Kanye.
Is it
again.
Kanye again?
I don't know.
To eat certain like
That's she has no mind of her own anymore.
God,
The insider
motherfucker, that's a
said.
dictatorship, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You got a prisoner. You got a slave, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Sex doll.
His wife's friends told whatever outlet. So told some news outlet that they're worried that West is turning her into a radicalized version of Kim Kardashian. Because remember, he always wanted to pick what Kim wore and stuff. Yeah, they think he has her like brainwashed and stuff.
Yeah, out here making bitches.
He's convinced her that they're royal. This person says
They're royal.
yeah. Everyone's extremely concerned, and she's acting very strange for who she is. She's an incredibly outspoken and lively person, and is never one to keep her mouth shut, she says.
Damn.
But now Kanye says, he said, never talk again.
Damn.
Have you seen that unforgivable thing, that black guy in the woods? He's like, bitch, you better not be having no brothers. You haven't seen that? He's like, go give me a Dr. Pepper and some waffle fries. You never seen that? We'll watch it after this. It's pretty fucking good. That's a classic one, dude. Unforgivable.
I'd never be able to pull that off. Tell my wife, man, what?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess he's makes her wear shit like that all the
Man,
time.
what the fuck, man? I guess I just don't know fashion.
Like she looks like a mannequin. Like
I
it's
guess
just
I
like
don't know. I guess I don't know.
for the viewers. It's just like a bodysuit. It's just like a
Walking
tan
around.
bodysuit. It just looks like a mannequin. It's like completely head to toe tan. That's what she's supposed to wear, I guess.
Man, what the fuck? Yeah, like I said, I guess I just don't know fashion.
Weird.
This
Nah,
motherfucker
dude.
walking around in black
Nah,
sheets
dude.
and shit with his ass hanging out.
You're just not weird. You're just not weird. Let's see. Maybe if I flip it to U.S. news, it'll show me stuff besides Israel and Gaza. No,
Nope.
nope. Pretty much all that.
That's all it's
stuff.
about. News outlets.
Well,
bro.
now I guess like Iran is talking about getting involved. There's a shooting at the Texas State Fair,
What?
I guess, and then the next day, everyone was like, "We don't even care. We're going back."
Damn. Is that man? Are people being desensitized to that shit anymore, bro?
Train derailed. I don't know. In Texas, maybe.
I mean, I don't know. I can't remember who I had this conversation with in the shop the other day, where I think he brought it up. You know, people were starting to be desensitized to these shootings and shit. You know, mass shootings and shit. And like you said, they went right back. Like, fuck it, we going back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So the U.S. news kind of sucks too. Man shot.
Yeah, it's a bad time right now, bro.
Murder charges.
Weird.
train derailed.
It's not good.
Uh,
It's not good.
some kind of big fire. Man, okay. Well, let's go.
Not good.
I'm gonna look at sports.
It's not good.
I'm gonna look at
Nothing's good.
sports news.
Nothing's good.
Man. Let's see what the
Nothing's
fuck's going
good.
on. Nothing that good.
Just talked about it this morning, me and my
Science,
wife.
bro,
Like, just
science.
turn that shit off. Just turn that
Science
shit off.
news.
We watched fucking a marathon of bar rescue this morning. Like,
Did
just
you?
turn that shit off, man. Just turn.
Yeah, there's not really. I'm sitting here scrolling and scrolling. There's really nothing.
Everything in the news
There's
is
really nothing that
fucking
good.
negative, yo.
Damn,
Fucking
man.
negative. Everything in
I
the
saw
news.
something about an asteroid that's gonna hit the Earth in like 175 years or something. So
I'm out of here.
so I was kinda like-
I'm gonna be out of here.
I was kind of like, whew. But I guess NASA's gonna like try to fucking knock into it, and
Armageddon, huh?
knock it off course like right now. Yeah,
Okay.
they're gonna try to take care of it like right now, so it's just not a problem later.
Well, show me. I need to see the stars, the moons, and the quasars. Put a camera on that rocket. You send it out
Yeah.
there. I need a panoramic.
Well,
view.
I don't know, dude. I just think it's kind of at a point where they could fake it.
You know,
like any-
that's why I'm.
Well, like
get my
anything they
point.
show, anything they show you, I think you would just be like, well, that could be fake.
That's what we talked
'Cause,
about
like-
last week. AI, bro. I don't even know
'cause,
what the
like,
fuck I'm looking at
Yeah,
no more.
anything could be fake. So it's like
I don't know what
you just
I'm
got.
looking
I think you just got to decide, man. Like You into space or not?
No, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
see,
I don't think
I'm into
so.
it.
I think it's if
Well, what about stuff like eclipses and stuff? Like, how would that work?
well,
'Cause that's all because of
I
gravity
I
and
believe
orbits.
the sun and the moon is on Earth. I don't believe it's in space. I don't
Yeah.
believe either one of them's in space. Just the whole angle and the mile, the 93 million mile. I'm like, light doesn't bend, you know. And why is the moon illuminated?
Well, light does bend though.
I've never seen
Albert
it.
Einstein, man. That's what it's all about, relative. Because gravity. That's what black holes are. Is all the light getting sucked in.
Through a prism
I mean, not through a prism, but
or
a prism does bend light. Yeah, that's
yeah, a
another.
prism will
That's another
bend light.
example. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Gravity bends light.
I've always been in a real conflict with that.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah, well,
if
whatever.
space is real, it's the fucking ocean.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure space is real.
I've never. I
For
don't
the
think I
record.
believed in space. Well, ever since I was in the desert of Arizona
Yeah.
smoking a joint with the homies and shit, that's where I was like, nah, man, they did that shit out here. You know what I mean? You've seen it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, all you gotta do is put a fucking red piece of paper over your lens and tell motherfuckers we in space.
Mhm.
And this is way before, even iPhones or any of that shit even existed. So I was like, man, they did that shit out here. I don't give a fuck. And I was an avid fan of X-Files, the X-Files.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Well, space is real as hell in the X Files.
Yeah, which also was a TV show.
And then, like, if space isn't real, then because you think aliens are real, don't you?
Yeah.
So, like, where would aliens come from?
The ground. They can come from the ground just as well as they can come from the sky. They can come from the ocean just as well as they can come from the sky.
True.
Through scriptures, there's been beings coming from the ground, from the ocean. What they were, we don't know, obviously, but that's scripture. Mountain through the mountains, even they say there's still tribes in the fucking Grand Canyon, that we just, will never lay eyes on. They dwelled in the ground.
Hopefully, neither one of us have to find out if space is real or not.
Yeah, I just got a real problem with it.
Yeah. I just think it makes the most sense. Like, orbit and gravity and all that stuff. I think it explains stuff.
Then there's the
it's like did the day and night cycle, the Earth spinning. I think explains that pretty good. Like seasons and stuff. The Earth tilting away and towards the sun. Yeah.
Well, there's
the year. The Earth orbiting around the sun. I think that all makes a lot of sense, man.
Here's my biggest issue. I can't remember what I was watching when I saw this. It's the Van Allen radiation belt. Nothing human can go through that. Nothing man-made can go through that.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing can go through that. Nothing can go through the Van Allen radiation belt. You know how that thing's like 25,000 miles thick. There's the Van Allen radiation belt, and there's another one. There's another atmosphere that we can't go through. I can't remember what it was called. The stratosphere? No, not the stratosphere. Is it the stratosphere?
Oh. Well, I don't know. This thing says that it's not that hard for people to fly through that.
Yeah, that's what they say.
That's according to the European Space Agency.
Yeah, that's European. Has Europe ever sent a...
And NASA's been through it.
Does Europe have a space program?
Yeah. And they said they've been through it. And NASA's been through it. And yeah.
Even Neil deGrasse Tyson says nothing can go through it. But he also said we can get to the moon. I think it was in 72. They said they lost the technology to be able to. And now I can talk on my phone. I can FaceTime a guy.
I don't think they lost the technology. The government's not paying for it at a certain point.
Yeah.
And it just got really expensive. And then, like, there wasn't any money in it. Because now, like, NASA and stuff's not even doing it. It's like SpaceX and
Private
Virgin
motherfuckers
Mobile.
and shit. Right.
Like, they're figuring out how to go to space because now there's money in it. But the only reason they went to the moon in the first place was so that Russia didn't get there first. And that was it. And that was a huge motivator. And the government pumped a ton of money into it. But then, like, NASA almost just didn't have enough money to exist anymore not that long ago. So shit's just expensive, and they just couldn't do it. But I feel like if the government decided that getting to the moon was a big deal, I think they'd be able to figure it out pretty quick.
Right. What's taking so long? And let me see.
Well, there's no reason to. We've already been.
They're talking about going to the dark side of the moon.
From where they're at, they already did let you see it because there's already video of it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So why would you believe a second video?
Yeah, I can't believe that.
Yeah, like what could they show you that would make you go, oh yeah, I believe that, because it can't be a video. They'd have to like take you there.
I need to see with shit. Like I said, if I can FaceTime a guy over in Budapest on this, motherfucker, you can show me.
Well,
you
right, but
put
they
some
could
shit on there to show.
But they could also pretend to FaceTime
Exactly.
somebody from Budapest on that. You know,
Exactly.
like I don't think there is anything that they could show you that you would go, okay, I believe you now.
At this point, there's nothing.
Like
there's really nothing.
I think a dude could FaceTime you from the moon, and I think that'd be even more unbelievable.
Yeah, at this point, there's nothing that can really
I mean, they could show you a video of the moon, but it's like, oh, you could fake that or whatever.
Yeah, there's nothing that can make me believe in space right now. The ocean. Now that makes the hair on my body raise up more than
the ocean's
the concept of space.
I saw this it was like this octopus that was like jumping across the ocean floor. It was like,
and who's to say that's not an alien?
Yeah, true.
A form of, what do they say? There's over 79 species of alien. You know what I mean? They could be reptilian, lizard, octopus,
well, I bet there's
human.
I mean, there's probably way more than that.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and I'm just kind of just throwing a number out there. You know, they ain't just little green guys. We're talking fucking miles deep. You know what I mean?
Have you seen Men in Black?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's all kinds of aliens.
Oh, yeah. You know, and most of these sightings have been over water, which makes a whole lot of sense to me. You know, they see them coming up and out of water.
Earth's also mostly water, so it's like the odds of it being over water is just higher.
I think if I was an alien, I would be in the ocean, not the sky.
Speaking of Columbus, did we talk about how Columbus saw weird shit coming out of the water? Did we talk about that ever?
No.
Let's see.
No. No, we never. You know what? That's an like. What the fuck did Lewis and Clark see? Did they ever see? Oh, who else? Who's another explorer?
Let's see.
Lewis and Clark. Who else? That's it, really. Right?
Was it Columbus?
The Oregon Trail.
I don't know if it was Columbus or if it was. Yeah, okay. 10 p.m. on the night of October 11th, 1492, Columbus spotted an eerie light glowing above the water. Columbus and Pedro Gutierrez were on the deck of the Santa Maria, observed a light glimmering at a great distance. It vanished and reappeared several times during the night, moving up and down. It was sighted 4 hours before land was sighted and taken by Columbus as a sign that they would soon come to land. But there's probably all kinds of weird shit going on out there, dude. But I mean, people were smart then, but people were dumb too. Like mermaids, you know,
right.
Those were, I guess, those were manatees. Like people were seeing manatees, and
or
they were
some kind of whale or some shit.
So people are also kind of stupid. Like when it would rain, and people would be like, "Oh, God's pissed," I guess. But it's it's rain.
Yeah, Lord's angry or crying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to dig that up tonight. Like, did Lewis and Clark ever see anything?
Well, I don't know. Let's see.
The Oregon Trail people, you know what I mean, going across. Did they ever? Was there any stories of them ever seeing anything?
Let's see. Lewis and Clark conspiracy. Shit.
Oh shit.
We're not gonna get it. We don't got enough time to get into all
that.
We can peg that.
Okay.
Next week. But I'm gonna try to.
There's some legs to the story. They had a
apparently.
They had a slave.
Meriwether Lewis, his death was untimely and unexplainable. So that's a little teaser for next week.
Oh, shit. I wasn't hip.
Yeah, we got to go. I'm not going to read.
I have to cheat on that.
This is a whole thing, but we're going to be able to get into it right now because we're out of time. But next week, we're going to learn about, remind me, you got to write it down or something.
I'm not going to forget that one.
My phone's over there. But I guess Lewis, there's some conspiracy stuff about his death, and I'll try to do some research about whether they saw Bigfoot or ghosts or anything weird like that. But that's our show for the week. Thanks for listening. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter mostly. A little bit on TikTok if you want to check us out there. Tell your friends about the show. That's the most important thing you can do for us because we don't really do a ton of advertising or active marketing or anything. We kind of just show up and hang out and record a show. And if you like it, that's cool. And if nobody ever listens to it, that's fine too. But we hope that you do listen to it, and we hope that you convince other people to listen to it too. Email us at alwayschillinpodcast@gmail.com. And other than that, hope you guys have a great week. Hope all your football teams win. And yeah, thanks for listening.
Holla.